Hi, I'm Kep Kepner CPA here in Dallas. Uh, there are a lot of people today who go out and buy these trading programs that tell you how to trade in the stock market and make all kinds of money. I got to tell you that most of my clients who do trading don't make a lot of money. Don't know why. I think the reason is that their personal greed gets in the way of doing and following the program that they bought into. However, there are some real differences in taxes between a trader and an investor. A trader generally is trading daily. They hold stocks for a very short period of time. They're trying to make their profit on maybe an hourly change or a daily change in the price of a stock. Sometimes it's with the stock itself, sometimes it's with puts and calls. An investor, on the other hand, is more likely to trade on the long term. And so they're not trading every day. They're buying something for a longer period of time. And again, trying to make money on the change in the price of the stock that they buy or the put and the call. So there's a difference in whether somebody is a trader or an investor. If you're a trader, then that becomes a business for you. And as a business owner, you can deduct a whole variety of expenses that are not available to the investor. So if you're the trader and you're in business, there are a couple things you can do. One, there's a tax decision that you can make to decide to treat your portfolios if you sold it all at the end of the year. Now, once you make that election, then you have to stay with that, and the IRS doesn't typically allow you to go back. And if you show trades differently than on that schedule, then the IRS is liable to see a red flag and come after you. But you get to deduct all your expenses relating to that. Now, an investor doesn't get to do that. Their expenses are showing up on a Schedule A subject to a 2% deduction. Those of you who use the Schedule A would know what I'm talking about. So business owners and people who have large tax requirements can deduct some business expenses on their Schedule A along with their mortgage interest and their taxes and medical and charitable contributions. But it's limited to anything above 2% of their adjusted gross income. So if you're an investor, you can't deduct other expenses. You have to deduct them there, and they're limited. But on the other hand, depending on your adjusted gross income, you would probably pay a capital gains tax rate, which is less than ordinary income in many cases. You could actually have a zero capital gains rate, a 15% capital gains rate, or a 20% capital gains rate, depending upon your adjusted gross income. So as an investor, you might want to be that because you may pay less tax even though you can't deduct some of the expenses. If you're a trader and you're making a lot of money trading, then you probably want to be a trader because then you can deduct all your expenses. If your expenses are substantial, then you can net those against your profits, and the net of it may be that you don't pay more income tax, even though your ordinary income tax rate is higher than capital gains. You also have to remember that gains and losses, whether a trader or an investor, is a capital gain or a loss. So it's not subject to self-employment taxes. You can put all your expenses as a trader on a Schedule C and not pay Social Security and Medicare on your trading profits. So what's good for one is not necessarily good for somebody else. And you have to examine what you are, whether you're an investor or a trader. In my case, I'm an investor. I'm not a trader. I've got plenty to do all day long, every day, working for my clients, and I don't have time to be a trader. And it doesn't fit my personality, and it doesn't fit my way of operations. If you were my client, you wouldn't want to see me on the computer all day checking stocks. You would rather I'm paying attention to your business. So I'm an investor, not a trader. But there's nothing wrong with being a trader if that's your business. So if you have a bunch of trades, you're not sure whether you're an investor or a trader, give us a call and we can help you discover that. Thanks.